this video is for you if your husband or your wife keeps threatening to divorce. So they're putting ultimatums on you and you're finding yourself in a very precarious position where you're feeling insecure or on tiptoes or not having that certainty need met within your life. And it's a horrible position to be in. And many clients that we've worked with have been in this position. And it can be awful when day and night you feel like this person at any second could leave. And for many of us, that actually triggers our attachment trauma from childhood. And if you don't know much about attachment trauma, there are 4 positions where when we're being triggered and activated by that, it can be triggering anxious attachment, it can be triggering fear attachment, where we're either trying to cling a little bit more to hold on to the person, or we're unconsciously pushing them away before they actually leave. It can also trigger just indifference and avoidance, or a kind of a feeling of like, well, fine, if you're going to leave, I'm just going to walk out and stonewall the relationship anyway. So when somebody's constantly threatening, a recommendation that we have is to lean in with a communication technique that we call nonviolent communication. So instead of communicating with your partner in a way that is describing what they're doing and their character, you focus on describing your own feelings and needs instead. So what that means and looks like is, instead of saying, I can't take it, you're always threatening to leave, you're always giving me these ultimatums, you're a terrible person, just leave if you want to leave, I don't care, you're going to blow up our lives and blow up the relationship with the kids and you're ruining everything. And notice how many used statements there are, in what I'm saying. So by focusing so much on describing their character and their behavior, they're going to perceive what you're saying as criticism and contempt. And when people perceive criticism and contempt, they react with defensiveness and stonewalling. They react basically in a way to either justify their behavior or defend their behavior, or to just withdraw completely from the relationship. So they'll either be triggered, and if they have a position of neuroticism in their character, so they have some anxiety, they will potentially react with either volatility or withdrawal, stonewalling, defensiveness. So if you are in that position and you are stuck and you don't know what to do, using NVC really helps. So NVC, Nonviolent Communication, really great book, written by, I think, Rosenberg. And the book itself has lots of templates and techniques for how to communicate effectively. There are courses on NVC that you can take. Our marriage program, Spark, teaches NVC and communication protocols because it's just a really effective way to share emotions without triggering people's defensiveness and stonewalling. What you do is you really describe I feel, I need, can we. So that's kind of the template, and this is what it looks like. Hey, do you have a moment to chat? Maybe there's 5 or 10 minutes when you're available. So we're respectfully requesting the ability to have that conversation with them. We're signposting, and then we respect, okay, they want to only talk tonight or tomorrow, and then we pull them aside and we say, hey, so yesterday when you said, that's it, I'm leaving, if you do that again, I'm walking out, I felt really hurt by that, and it triggered my own abandonment kind of feelings and just a feeling of powerlessness, and like I can't do anything about that. And what I really need is some certainty, and I really need and miss partnership. I really need to feel like together we can get through this. And right now I don't feel that, and I just don't know if that need's been met. Can we talk about your feelings and needs? Can we talk about my feelings and needs? And maybe we can find a way through this. Maybe we can do a program, do some counseling together and find a way through this, because I really hear you when you say that you're unhappy and you want to leave, but I need to understand what I can do to make this better. And you being unhappy makes me unhappy. So, and then I don't get my feelings and needs met. So I think both of us are in a similar position where we're not getting our feelings and needs like heard, listened to, validated, or met. So can we solve this? All right, so that formula of describing when you, so when you is not describing the character, it's describing what happened. So when you said this, when you did this, okay? So it's not when you just didn't care and just stomped around. It's not an analysis or hypothesis of their personality. It's a description of the actual behavior or a demonstration of what they actually did. I felt or I feel, so that's actually a description of your emotion. Again, it's not I feel you don't care, I feel you don't love me. That's again a hypothesis or theory about them. I feel statement has to be I feel sad, I feel depressed, I feel hopeless. It's actually a feeling statement. I need is a description of need. What do you need? Needs can be I need partnership, I need companionship, I need certainty, I need peace and ease. Like there are many different types of needs. And can we as an invitation to sit together and actually like map this out. And when you have stated that, they now have an opportunity to respond. If they respond badly, it's probably because you're dealing with the hangover of previous communications. So you're not actually dealing with them in this conversation. And the way to listen to them is to attune to them. So they'll say, you never listen, or like, you just really upset me when you did this, this, and this. And it's to mirror back what they said and to summarize their need. So, okay, so what I really hear you saying is that you feel that I've abandoned you, that I'm not there for you, and what you really need is better partnership and participation from me. Have I understood that correctly? So I'm summarizing what they said. I'm also summarizing what I hear their needs are or their feelings are, and then they feel validated and understood. When somebody feels validated, understood, and heard, they will probably simmer down. They will probably at that point start to like relax a little bit and be able to engage in solutioning within this can we conversation. So this is the technique that I would really recommend you use when somebody is threatening to leave, is to use this technique to get them to actually talk about what the real issues are and to map out that solution together. If you are struggling and you don't know what to do in terms of whether you should stay, whether you should go, if you should try and save your marriage, if there is a program or approach that can save marriage, you want to hear about the Spark program, or you want to do an assessment on your relationship and find out if it's savable, make sure that you book a clarity call and get in touch with us so that we can map out those solutions with you. Take care.